So today is kind of a weird one because today is kind of like the 20th anniversary of when DreamWorks called themselves DreamWorks SKG. So I want to take a look at a DreamWorks movie, Monsters vs. Aliens, which I haven't seen in a while, so it's a newer movie for me, though I've seen it before, obviously. So in this movie, Reese Witherspoon plays Susan, who is this woman who was about to marry a news reporter, but then was hit by meteor that turns her into a giant. But the government arrested her and was stuck in a facility alongside Dr. Cockroach, Missing Link, Bob, and then Santosaurus. And when an alien named Galazar decided to destroy Earth, the military had no choice but to bring uh, the four monsters, including Susan, to stop the Galazar from taking over Earth. And I do think this film is pretty good. The voice acting is a highlight. Like Reese Witherspoon is a really good choice for Susan. Her voice and the character match well. I think she is a very good character where she's like this woman who becomes a giant and feels worried about her life, not only because she was gonna get married, but also she has a giant, which makes her life more complicated than before. And she makes for a very awesome heroine at the end of the film as well. And Missing Link and Bob are hilarious. They have some funny moments, especially since they're voiced by Seth Rogen and Kiefer Sutherland. They are fun to watch, and Dr. Cockroach is also entertaining, not only for his evil laugh, but also for that one moment where he dances with the colors to like the voice of the ship, and Insectosaurus for how hideous the creature is. It is one is kind of interesting and kind of gross too with the boogers. Galaxar is a decent villain, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as much as Tai Long or Titan, but he does have some moments, like, especially with the clones, like "Hey, yo, Galaxar," and the robot that he creates. It is kind of interesting because it looks like Bob, but more frightened and dark, and and with more tech to it. If that makes any sense. Um, the animation is decent. Some of the humans look a little uncanny. Susan and the monsters look fine, but I do think how they have more of a cartoonish look to the animation. Though sometimes the humans, including the president, and some of the civilians look off. Honestly, I don't. Um, Also, again, the big climax and some of the humor works for me in this movie. Um, Yeah, overall, Monsters vs. Aliens is a decent, fun movie. Honestly, I also like the XLF theme song played with the president, and also I thought the joke about "Don't press that button," and which fortunately happens at the credits, was a funny gag. Honestly, it was. Um, Overall, okay movie. I guess 20th anniversary to SKG.